Hey there friend, come gather near. Paula's crafty corners here. Diamond dots and yarn so bright. Crafts and walks in Irish light. By the loud where breezes sing. Latch hooks dance and new crafts spring. Every bead and loop's a smile. Stay and craft with me a while. Welcome to Paula's Crafty Corner, where the lake winds laugh and wander.
Hi guys, it's Paula and Rocco. He's trying to eat my beads. If you're new to my channel, you're very welcome. If you're returning, as always, welcome back. What are you doing? Today I have a different video for you today. I'm going to be doing a beading video. See if I can remember how to make a beaded bracelet with clasps. It's been about 4 or 5 years since I made one. Always with the baby fingers. Always. Rocco. We're just actually after our tea. You think he would be settling down a wee bit, but no. It's Thursday evening. I'm filming this on, so I'm going to set him down and then we're going to get started. Okay, Rocco, hold on. Right, I'm back. As I said, I'm going to be making, attempting to make a bracelet with, a gemstone bracelet with a clasp today. It's, what day did I say it was? Heads away. Thursday, the 23rd, as I'm filming this. It's about 5:30, 4:45, as far as I remember. So let's get started. I'm using these lovely aquamarine beads. You know how gorgeous are those, the different shades. If you know me, you know I love my blues. And then I'm going to be using some of these blue hematite beads just as a few little spacers. So well, let's try to sort these out first, because I want to see these two, the two darker beads there, these ones. I want those sort of as the focal point. So I'm going to cut these. I need to cut the end of this. Where's the end bit? There's it there. So I hope you're all doing well today, guys. Or lately it's been a rough enough week. I haven't been feeling great. But right, we need our wire. Now I'm going for the thicker one in this, just to make it that bit more sturdy. So I'm just going to measure out with my bead board here. I always sort of double it, just to be on the safe side. I mean, you can always cut it off. So I'll put it back in there, and we shall cut the one end off. If these scissors will cut it. I've had them that long. Right, so now as these are gemstone beads, I'm going to be using the sterling silver findings on these, so that the silver plated will tarnish after a while. So you get your crimp bead. Should have had these out. I need two, and I've just poured them all out. So let me get two out here. These are tiny crimp beads. I don't even know if you can see those in my hand there. They're very, very tiny, but those will help the clasp and all stay on. So what you do, you just put the crimp bead through your wire to start off with, and I'm going to be using the wire guardians. Now you can just, if you want to, you can put it directly onto the clasp there, but just for this bracelet I'm going to be using the wire guardians just to show you how to put them on. So with the wire guardians you can see there's like two holes there. So what you do, you put one end up through, you see that, and you bring it over and put it down through the other end like that, and you pull it through, and all finger and thumbs today, it's come back out again. So you have it sitting right at the top, and you put the other end through your little crimp bead there. If I can get this, is it going to go through this thicker one? Let's just see. Is it? No, it's not going to go through on this thicker one, I don't think. No, it's not. It's too thick to go through that little sterling silver tube. No, it's not going to work. I'm going to have to get the thinner one. So the thinner one out. Now it'll work with the clasp if you're putting it directly onto the clasp there, but just for this one I shall get the smaller one. Is that one. Now you can see, I'll show you the difference in these, the thickness. Can you see how thick that one is compared to this one? Now they both will work because I've used this smaller one before, but the thicker one just with the gemstone beads, I thought that would have been better, but obviously it won't go through those. Now I'm just going to cut that other end off because it's all bent like that. So again, we get your crimp bead, put it down in, you get the wire guardian, you put it through one end. If I can get it through the end, there, that's it. So it's through the one end, you then bring it round, put it through the other end, so it's through like that, and then you put the end of it down through your crimp bead and just push up. So you push the crimp bead up just as far as it will go there, just right up to the top, so your wire is sitting right round. Sorry, I'm off camera, I don't know what I'm doing here. Your wire sitting in the middle, there's a little groove in there, so the wire is sitting just flush in there, and that goes up. So we'll use our crimp. These are our crimp pliers. So what you do is you use see the way there's two grooves there, so you put it in the second one first just to flatten it down like that. You see the way that's completely flat. So then you turn it round and you put it in the top one and you squish it, if I can get a hold of it here, and squish it the opposite way like that. So it's sort of more into a rounded shape. if you can see that. Now you can put a, you can get crimp covers and have any in there. This is my sterling silver. Look, I've only one. I've only one. Now that will just sit over the top of that, but I'm going to use one of these little hematite beads. Now, I know there is a bit of a stem here, but I just thread that through the beads just to keep that all secure. So I'm going to thread one of these hematite. Sorry, I'm a bit been a bit shaky today. So that one's actually not going to, no, that hole is not big enough to hide that one. Let's see, are these going to be big enough to hide it? We'll just see. I might have to end up using a spacer bead. No, that's not going to hide it either. I'm going to have to get a spacer bead with the bigger hole in the middle from that one. Let's just see. We shall get the silver. Or do I have any? No. We shall get one of these silver rounds and see if they will cover it. Let us see. How big is that one? I'll try a couple of these and see will they hide it. It's been that long since I have made any of these. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, let's just see. Nope, that one's not going to do it either. I should have checked this all out before I actually started, but then it's just showing that it's not perfect. That one, do you see there? The little flower hides it. So we'll go for that one. And then we'll start threading these on. Like so. Now make sure you get that other piece of the wire in your beads as well. I'm not sure why that's going to look right or not with that little flower bit there. We'll see. So we'll see what it looks like when I put these on. Now I do have a little sterling silver angel here that I was thinking of maybe putting on the bracelet. So we'll see if it looks alright when it's on. So we'll just keep putting these on and see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Let us see, does the little hematite look okay in the middle of it? I want to make sure that wire a little bit is stuck in to that hematite bead. So we'll keep going here and see what it's like. So that's 1. I want to keep that focal bead if I'm making a necklace to match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to check that that's still in the, so I don't want that other piece of wire to be showing there. So that's 5, and the hematite. So we shall do another 5 and see 1, 2, 3. I hope you can see this all right, guys, because my camera angle is not the best for doing things like this. So we'll maybe, what length is that at the minute? 3.5. We'll maybe put this on now and see, like so, and then we'll do another 5 at this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our hematite. Now I know a lot of you are not interested in the beading, so you don't have to watch if you don't want to. I don't mind. Not everybody is into things like this. Right, give me another few here. So that's 3, 4, 5, and a hematite. Now always make sure you have the same pattern on either side when you're making your bracelet or necklace. So that's 1, there's 3 of those there, so that is 1, need another 4. Oh, it's come off this end. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, my back's awful sore. 4 and 5. So that's, I don't think that's going to be big enough, is it? I needed another one of those little flower beads out. I'm not sure, we'll just see. This is going to be, see what size this is going to be. 7 inches. Let me just check. That'll fit my wrist all right. So we shall get now the other end. You do the exact same thing. You put your crimp bead on first. Again, and then you get the wire guardian and put it through the one end, if I can get it through here, and then it goes over into the other side and down, and your crimp bead here, let me just bring that back up. So you put it down through the crimp bead here. You see that there? And you push it up. Now to get it down, you just keep fiddling with it, pull that down and just keep pulling till it goes right the whole way. See what I'm doing? I'm just pulling that down. So we'll bring it right down to the bead, like so, and you just pull, keep pulling until that's flush up to the bead. Now when you get down, now I just had a bit too much wire on there, but when you get down there, what I do is I thread it down through a couple of beads. So we're going to go down through the flower bead here. You can see it's come through the hole there, so I'm going to put it through another one of the aquamarine beads here, just so it won't come out like that. You see that? So all I do is then I pull that down, you hold it up at the top and you just keep pulling till that's flush up. Can you see that? That is completely flush up against that there. So just make sure it's secure, you know, it's right down, that you have there's no gap in there. So then you're going to get your pliers again and do the exact same thing. You go through the bottom one here and you crimp it closed so that it's laying, I'm sorry you can't really see this too well, it's laying flat. So then you turn it, I turn it to the side and I use, it's turning round on me, I use the top bit of the pliers just to crimp that into more of a, like a round. So that's it's secure now. So all you do is just cut that wire off as flush as you can get it in there. Let me see, it'd be better with the snips than the as flush as you can get it in there. No, that one's not gonna, that's not gonna work. These scissors aren't great. As flush as you can get that into that bead, you pull it off, and if you have a little wee bit of a tail sticking out there, don't know why you can see that, you just maneuver it in down into the other bead. So then we have our bracelet. So we're just going to attach the clasp. So I'm going to use my sterling silver jump rings here. So now I hope you sort of understood all that, because I'm not used to it's been that long since I've done this, and I hope you seen what I was doing there. Now we'll get our gelos and our little pliers just to open these up. Now don't be tempted to pull, you can see there's a little here where the pull apart. Now don't be tempted to pull them this way. With the jump rings, you pull them this way. You see that? See the way I've opened that there? So I'm just going to loop this round one part of it, and then you just bring it back together and as flush as you can get it there, like that. And the other end we're going to put the clasp. So again, just open the jump ring. Oh, I didn't get a good enough like so, and we'll put our little clasp on through, and then that goes through the wire guardian like that, and just close it up again if I can get it. Finger and thumbs today, guys. It's been one of those days. So that's that. Let's see, is that closed properly? If it's not, I just go either side and give it a little tug, and there we go. And that is your bracelet with your clasp. So, and we have our little sterling silver angel there on the front of it. So I'll try and put it on. I'm not sure if I'll get it on or not, like, but we'll try. Sometimes I can't get putting these things on. I need to go the other way. Make sure my little angel is the right way around. Is it that road? No, it's this way. That's it. You say, guys, I'm not going to be able to get this on. So what do you say? Finger and thumbs. Oh, it's been one of them days. I've been getting very frustrated today between my leg going into spasms and cramps and everything shaking, my hands shaking, everything. There we go. It's been one of those days. So, what do you think, guys? There's a little angel on the front of it there. Can you see it? With our aquamarine and those two little flower beads just work okay there. So I suppose for a first attempt I didn't do too badly. So I'm gonna just take it off now. So that's my first gemstone beaded bracelet in about 4 or 5 years. And if you didn't watch the other one, this was my stretchy set I made. I just put them on. It's a stagger set, so you have the coloured, that's just the plain. These are glass AB coated crystals, and those are the Shambhala crystal clay beads. So I did the coloured spacers for the middle one. I just put the these are AB diamante spacers as well, so for the middle one. And then we have the one with the heart on the front. So that's the that's my stagger set for the stretchy ones. If you didn't see that, if you want to go and watch it. And then we have our, I'll just set that there. We have our one with the clasp. So that's my first bracelets in, as I say, 4 or 5 years. I really like that one. I just think the little blue hematite sets that aquamarine off, and then with the little angel there, I just really like that. So if I was making a bracelet, sorry, necklace, I did pull this out to use. This is a sterling silver chain. I'm not sure if those, what did I do with my jump rings? I'm not sure if they will go through that or not. Let's have a look and see. We'll just open these again and see if it will go through there. I just thought that chain was lovely. So you see the way I opened those. Do not pull them this way, because it will not close right down. And I don't think they're gonna be too thick to go through that little. Yeah, they're far too thick to go through there. I don't even know what other chain I have. Those, let's see, these ones are smaller ones. Wait, let's see. Well, these ones work. These are, say what size they are. No. Let's see if these will work, because these are a lot thinner. So again, I'll open them here and see, like that. And where was the end of that chain? Now the hole is quite small in this chain, so we'll just see if that, Oh, that one does go through. So I will maybe, and it more to do with the clasps. Well, I'll just put this one on and then I'll get a clasp out. So you just close that back together. Right, so we need this. Now I'm going to do it just as a couple, as a focal point. Where's my, I'll get this. I don't need that much because I'm not going to be doing a full beaded necklace, just like a bar across. So you need, I'm not very organized here, guys, am I? Just put that back again. You can see there a wee bit better. Now, I gotta get these out. So now will I do it with each? Yeah. I'll do the process again. If I can get these out. Ah, dear oh. Oh yeah, it's been one of those days today. Right, so again, just put your crimp bead onto your wire here, like so. Put it down through the first hole in the wire guardian and then turn it round, bring it through the other one and down through your crimp bead and push up as high as you can go there till you come to that. So then we're going to squish this down flat again. Make sure it is squished flat and then turn it round, put it in the top bit of your and squeeze again. So now it's more, brings it in more rounded. So that's maybe a bit big, that, so we'll cut that off a wee bit. Right, so we had the flowers in that one, so any more of these flowers we have. So we put what is wrong with this wire? I'll cut that end bit off. It's a bit, it's better, it's more flush now. So push that right down and remember to put it through this bit of the wire as well, both bits, your tail as it is, and push right up. So we have done 5 here. So where's the end of this one? Right, so we put 1, bring it down, make sure you go through that stem again. Make sure you put it through that one. And just keep threading on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now make sure you go through put it down as far as it will go and make sure that little top bit of that wire is in there because you don't want to be seeing it. So that's the first bit. We'll get our hematite and we'll put it on, bring it down. Now I'm not sure what, now I'm not doing a full necklace, I'm just sort of doing like a like a focal point. If we put, no, we'll do another 5 to see. I'll cut that way down. That'll be easier to get those beads off. I'm definitely going to need another one of those bead boxes to put these, all my gemstone beads on. They're just in one of those zip baggies, all my gemstones. Right, so if we do, say we do 3 and put that blue one as the focal point. No, we'll maybe use the hematite. So we'll put one hematite, that blue, just as the focal point there, and put another hematite there, and then we shall do 3 of the aquamarine just to continue our pattern here, and then 5, 1, 2, oh my back's sore, 3, 4 and 5, and then the little flower bead. So that's going to be our focal point of the necklace, and the chain is going to be attached from either side here. So that's, make sure your number of beads and your pattern is the same. So we're just going to, now I'm going to cut that off. There's quite a big bit of that there, so I'm going to put the crimp on again and put through the whole of the wire guardian, bring it right round and down in again, pull it down a bit, and then put it through your, let's see, I'm going to get that messed up there. So put it down through the crimp bead, like so. Push that up, but we're also going to put it again down through, we're going to put it down through the flower bead, right down, and then we're going to put it through one of the aquamarine beads. So then we're going to pull, just get the tail end and just pull. You can see the way that goes flush then to the top. Just keep pulling, as I said, till you have no gap there at the top. So get your oh, excuse me, get your crimp bead or pliers again, push it flat, then turn it round, use the top bit of your pliers here to, wait a second, I'm getting it, the wires in the way, and just crimp it, make sure it's flush in. Oh, that's tight, you can see that's tight, that's not going to move. So pull that in as flush as you can get that into the bead, cut that off, and make sure your little tail end, don't know if you can see that there, will go through that bead. So that's going to be our focal point here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attach, what shape did I do this? Push that in too much. Just open that again. So you're going to put the jump ring through the wire guardian like so, and just close that up. If I can get this up here, and make sure that's flush. So that's going to be one part of our necklace. Now I'm going to have to, let's see, measure this. Let's see if we put that, let me show you what I'm doing here. I need to, I have too many things sitting here. Hold on. I'm wasting all that wire too. That's one thing I don't like doing in the past. I don't like to waste my my wire, but as I'm only starting back. So, as you can see on my bead board here, I'm going to push that up, maybe, let's just see, maybe to here, maybe. To see how far that would go round. So if I'm going to measure it, I usually just measure it against my neck. So we're going to see the way there's the join there in those. Well, you can see that. See there? Here. Now I'm going to cut that off here. So then my jump ring will be able to go through this loop up here. So I'm just gonna, I've dropped them, take my pliers here and snip that off there. If I can get it off, that is. That's it. So then we are left with, well, I could take that wee bit out because that jump ring went through that loop. So we'll take that off like that. So then we're just left with the little hole here on the end. So again, we're going to attach one of these jump rings to the end here. Where's, I hope you're all understanding this, because I've never showed anybody how to do anything like this before, so I hope it's not all gobbledygook, that you understand what I'm saying. So that goes through there, so that's going to be the clasp part of it. Bring that back in like that. So we need to measure this bit out again for the chain, for the second part of the chain here. So we have our end bit there. No, that's going to be there. So we measure to the end. Hold on, you can't really see that there, can you? You can't see what I'm doing here. If we put this over like this, like that, we get this chain, pull it out tight. So we're going from here and we're going till there. So again, I'm going to snip that off that end. These pliers have seen better days. I think I could be doing with a new set of tools. They're that old, these ones. That's it now. I just want to take that wee loop bit off too. Oh my goodness me. Talk about finger and thumbs. Now this side, this bit needs to come off too. That's that. Take that little loop bit off. Right, so now we need our jump rings. I'll lift these other ones up because Rocco comes in, he'll be away with that. Right, so we get two. Now I need a clasp. I haven't got a clasp. What did I do with those? Did I just get a clasp? Here, guys. I'll put them back in there. Well, yeah, you think I would have been a bit more organised, but it is what it is. So, I'm going to open these jump rings up again. Oh, my back is absolutely killing me. Where's the join in this one? Here we go. And we open it up sideways, so attach that through there and put it on the other end of our beaded part and close it up. So then we're ready to attach the clasp bit here. So again, open up your, where's the, there. Open up your jump ring and pop your clasp on there and then put it through the end. Like so, and then just close them up. Now make sure these are flush tight when you're closing them back up again. Right, so then we have our necklace. So what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments what you think of this. I'm gonna see if I can get it on my neck and let you see it. Now, I know I have a grey t-shirt on there, but what do you think if I put it there like that? Am I having that on properly? Oh, it just came off. Look, that's the danger. I didn't have that on or closed properly. Look at that. Do you see that? I wasn't paying attention. And I just take that out. It's because these are that small. And for my first go, well, I haven't done too badly, have I? Or is it just a complete hot mess video? Right, let's see that now. That's it. So, put it on again. There you go, and that's it against the skin. And then my bracelet, if I can get it on here to show you. So, what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments what you think. For a first go in about 4 or 5 years, I think it doesn't look too badly. So I hope you all, here we go, I didn't turn it off that time. So what do you think? Let me know what you think. Didn't do too badly. I might have made quite a few, well, little mistakes there, but what do you think? I quite like that aquamarine. I'll maybe have to make now, attempt to make some earrings now to match that, but I just think that's a lovely little, it's quite a nice little set. Now you could make a full, you know, you could make the full necklace, beaded necklace, but I thought I would just do, when I came across that chain, I just thought it was lovely, and it's sterling silver. So that's my attempt at getting back into my jewellery there, guys. The stacker elastic set. and the my gemstone set. So I'm gonna just put all these back because I have everything everywhere here on this desk. Now you can see, guys, this I have had this tool kit for, or tool set for, it must be maybe 10 years or more. So probably could be doing with a new set. So that's those. I can hear a wee whimper at the door here. That's not going to close. So I'll just put that, because I still have some of that chain left. I'll just put those sterling silver back in there so I don't get them confused with the other one. I'll sort that bit of wire. Now I came across this that I had made. Now I haven't put any. This were in this box, so I've obviously made them and left them. This is sterling silver with the labradorite, with the chain. I just made the wee, you know, you make the wee loops, wire wrap loops there. So I had made one for the bracelet and one for an anklet. So I must actually put some clasps on those. That's the labradorite bead. They're very dainty ones. So that was in my sterling silver box. So that's everything. So I'm gonna have to get a bag or something to put these in, but this is my set. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Now I know this is a long video, and if you want to fast forward through bits, you're more than welcome, because half times I didn't know what I was doing there. I just hope that you understood what I was saying and that you could see it okay. If you couldn't see it, let me know in the comments, and I'll maybe try and get a better angle and let you see better what I'm doing. But if you liked my video, guys, if you could give me a like on your way out, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Now let me know if you'd like to see any more beading videos, or you know, if it's not something you're into, that's fine, but let me know what you think. So guys, you all take care and enjoy the rest of your Thursday, whatever time it is for you. So guys, you all take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Subscribe, like and share. Come back again to Paula's Crafty Corners home, where my home is always open. Crafts and wonder, love is shown. Thanks for visiting.